Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lexi. Today's video is gonna be a review on the Rude C'est La Vie palette. Before purchasing this myself, I actually looked for reviews online and almost impossible to find. I only found about 2 reviews and that didn't make it easy for me to make this decision, but I did anyway. And actually this was my first let's say higher end eyeshadow palette. Before this I used a lot of cheap palettes like from Catrice and Essence and e.l.f. I do have quite a few e.l.f. palettes, but none of them were actually good enough. This palette can be found online and retails for about $25. When I first received this, I was very pleased by the packaging and the actual colors on her eyes are my favorite colors, pink and yellow. This is a 30 colors eyeshadow palette. Mattes, shimmery or satiny, let's say, and also very shimmery. The palette looks like this. Of course, if I could get it to perfectly, okay, there we are. As you can see, some of the colors are well loved, while others, like the blues, I have blue eyes, so I don't really get. I can't really make blue work on my blue eyes. I'm gonna try to make some swatches for you guys, and then I'm gonna make a demonstration. Actually, my look today. This is my signature look. It's something I wear almost every day. It varies a bit, like the colors that I would use vary. Like maybe I would use more orangey tones or more brown tones or more, I don't know, neutral tones. But other than that, it's pretty much my day-to-day look. I know it's a bit too much for some, but in my job I need a strong eye look. Let's try to do the swatchy. It's my first time doing this, so please be gentle. I don't know how the swatches are gonna turn up. So I think I'm gonna do like this. Columns. And hopefully it's gonna be good. Okay, let's begin. Okay, I think it's official. I suck at swatches. Okay, row number 2. This one is actually one of my favorite colors in the palette, but I don't really get to wear it because it's hard for me to wear purple on my eyes. It's a purple with golden shimmer. Okay, time for row number 3. This row has a lot more metallics. Metallics is the word. I said very shimmery, but I meant metallics. Let's see. This one along with the purple are my favorite colors in the palette, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. You can't really tell, but it's a very nice golden metallic color. I also wear this sometimes, but it's more coppery gold. And I usually wear very light metallic colors on my lid because I find that brightens my eye. I can't really wear dark shimmery or metallic eyeshadows because that just closes up my eyes and I don't like it. So all the shimmery dark colors I can only wear on my lower eyelid. It's a very dark green. And now a matte purple, deep purple. Sadly, I can't get away with wearing this. Okay, column number 4. This is a shimmery peach. Or orange, actually. We have on the next column shimmery peach. I'm wearing this on my crease today, along other colors, of course. So this is like a more neutral transition color, more neutral than like the oranges and others. This is pure red. I have worn this, but it's not easy to incorporate in a look. It's very pigmented though, look at it. Looks more orangey on my camera. Shimmery dark brown. I wear this quite a lot on my lower eyelid. And the last one is a color, come on cam, focus. Is a color I have never actually, Mare is a color that I've never actually wore because it's a dark blue. My arm is getting quite red from all the wiping, and this is new for me. Now I see all the hard work the other review YouTubers do. the beauty gurus. Okay, time for column number 5. Let's start with this light orange that I quite often wear in my crease. And then it's time for that peachy shimmery color that I told you about. I first called the orange one peachy, but that one wasn't actually peachy, it was orange. Look, the comparison between the two. You can clearly see that it's orange. This chocolate color that I love wearing. I don't have it right now on my eyes, but I incorporate it in most of my looks. As you can see, it's well loved. It has a dip in it. I haven't actually hit pan on any of the colors yet, but I have used this palette quite intensely. For the last column in the palette, very, very bright orange. Fuchsia-like color, shimmery. Matte magenta color, shimmery burgundy, and the last one is the black. Every good palette has a black, am I right? It's a very soft color. Quite opaque, but is it the best black I ever tried? No. Is it a good black? Yes. Does it have fallout? As you will see, yeah, quite a lot. Okay guys, these were the swatches. Oh, I think you can tell which colors I use the most. First, usually I use the Creme and Pensive. All over my lid. Then I would use something in my crease, something lighter, like a transition color, one of these oranges or Fleur. Then I go in my outer corner with something more dark, like chocolat chaud, or I don't know how to pronounce this, I don't speak French, chaud, whatever. Sometimes I would incorporate like La Douce or Amour, depending on where I go with my look. If I go more, if I plan to wear a red lipstick or a pink lipstick. Then I would use something very metallic on my actual lid, in the center of my lid. I would use Le Rêve or Plage, whatever you call that. Sometimes I would use like La Partie or Mignon, very, very rarely. And let's not forget, in my outer corner, Hypnose, the black shade. I don't always use black in my eyeshadow look. It depends on where I'm actually going. Sometimes I would do a bat eyeliner wing, and that's when I don't usually wear black eyeshadow, because I want that to stand out and to be a more precise eyeliner. Okay guys, so I added foundation on my forehead. I also did my eyebrows. Now let's go into the eyes. First I'm gonna take this light shade here on a flat brush and basically brighten and correct my area under my brows. I don't use concealer, but I like to use this light eyeshadow shade. Then I take the shade Pensive, and I use that all over my lid to set my eye primer and basically get rid of any unevenness. Then I'm taking blending brush in the shade Fleur, and first I'm gonna push that into my crease, blending it very well. Then I'm gonna bring it a bit higher, I do that for the other eye as well, first pushing it into my crease and then blending it out towards my brow, but never actually reaching the brow. We always need some space in between the brow and the transition color, the crease color. Then I take a crease brush and with the shade Chocolat Chaude, I focus that in my crease. So basically over the other shade, but more focused, more pushed into the crease. And then blend that out very well. And I'm taking a big fluffy brush, blending brush, and I really blend those edges. Taking a stiff round brush in a darker brown shade. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I focus that in my outer corner, blending it really well. I use the previous blending brush to really blend those edges and to blend it into the previous color. Doing the same on the other eye, going slightly into the crease but focusing on the outer corner of my eye. Trying to make my eyes match is a pain in the ass because my eyes are not symmetrical. One brow is higher, one brow bone is higher, so it's not easy. On the same brush, the same round brush, I take the black shade Hypnose and I really focus that in my outer corner. Applying it, then blending it with a blending brush, then applying a bit more black, really just focusing on the other corner and blending it. As you can see, there is a lot of fallout from that black, but that's okay at this point because once I finish the upper eyelid makeup, I'm just going to use a cotton pad and some micellar water and clean the under eye and basically make a straight edge on my outer corner. I'm really trying to push that black in there to darken out that outer corner. Looks like a mess right now, but I know what I'm doing. Really pushing that black into that outer corner. Doing some more blending. Checking out if they're even. Blending some more. Yeah, it seemed to me that on my right eye there's less orange, so I'm trying to get them to match by adding some more orange. Then I'm taking the big fluffy blending brush again and really blending everything together. Blending is the key. Blend, blend, blend. Then I'm taking a flat brush in the shade Le Rêve, which is my favorite shade from the palette. It's a very metallic golden color. And I'm really patting that on the inner half of my lid, or well, inner 2/3 more like. Getting a really mirror metallic. Just adding some more until I'm happy with the results. Patting it in. Not so much dragging, just patting. Okay, so I finished my foundation, my concealer, I set it in place, and I'm taking a short flat brush in the shade Nuage, and I'm placing that in my lower eyelid. But only in the outer 2/3 of my eyelid. I'm saving my inner third for a light color, which I think this time is still gonna be La Rêve, the one that I added on my lid, for the sake of keeping it within this palette. Otherwise I would be using a single eyeshadow from Catrice. I'm wetting the flat brush with the setting spray, the one from Essence, the watermelon one, and dipping into La Rêve. And really focusing that in my inner corner and the lower the lower inner third of my what? You know what I mean. You see or not. My lower eyelid in the inner third of it. Okay. So basically that's pretty much all I do. I do it for the other eye as well. Taking the blending brush, I'm blending my lower eyelid and then my upper eyelid a bit, and after that I just add eyeliner on the top and bottom eyelids, and that's it. Indeed, it's a very good palette and it's very affordable, and the shadows are actually very pigmented, as you could see, and they stay in place all day. Do I recommend it? I do, 100%. If you are looking to get this palette, do it. Being one of the more high-end palettes that I've tried, I don't have much comparison, but recommend it 100%. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you in your quest to finding a new good palette. If you found it enjoyable, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to support my channel, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.